What's up, everybody? Welcome to UFC Vegas Best Bets on the Odd Chopper channel. I am your host, Mike, better known as Narco Cop on Twitter. And before we even move forward, please do me a favor, hit the like, subscribe to the channel, and once you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification button so that you can get notified for all our videos here on the Odd Chopper channel. Also, guys, we're going to have some great promos come up in this video later on. Kicking it off here for our first pick of the night, it is none other than the young prospect coming up, Kinoshita, going up against Fugitt, and I really like the under 2.5 here. Kinoshita, a young up-and-coming star from the Japan region, 22 years old. This guy was on the Dana White's Contender Series, had a great showing there where he finished his opponent in the third round. And here he faces a guy in Adam Fugitt who showed really well in his first fight against Michael Morales, who's also an up-and-coming prospect. But Kinoshita, I mean, this guy has finished all of his opponents in all of his pro fights, all 6 of them. His only blemish was actually a loss that he was disqualified in for stomping on his opponent's head when he had him down on the ground. So this guy, what you take away from him, he's a very, very violent guy in the ring, and he wants to finish his opponents. He finished all of his opponents in his amateur days as well, and Fugitt has been finished in 2 out of his 3 losses, and I really expect here for Kinoshita to come out very hot, throw everything in the kitchen sink at this guy, and I don't think this fight is going to go over the 2.5 round mark. So I really like the under 2.5 here at -150 on DraftKings. That can be had. And on the flip side, I mean, Fugitt does have a black belt in BJJ. He is dangerous on the ground, so we're also playing that side of it on this fight. So under 2.5, -150 on DraftKings, a play I really like on this card. Another great promo that we have here at Odd Chopper is our premium Discord channel. And currently, by clicking the link below, you will get half off for your first week. And it's basically all the betting experts we have in all the major markets, including myself in MMA, where I'm giving you my UFC Vegas 68 picks here, but you can also get my Bellator, my PFL, and a bunch of other regional picks that I give out there in the Discord channel. So please hit that link down below and subscribe to our premium Discord channel. And for pick number 2 here, I am going to have to go with Choi inside the distance versus Kyle Nelson, and you can get that at +110 currently on DraftKings. And in this matchup, Choi coming off a 3-year layoff, and this guy is an absolute killer in the ring. Very big power in his hands, loves to throw hands in those fights. And as you can see in his UFC fights, he's finished all of his opponents. He's actually hurt all of his opponents, even in the fights where he's lost. So this guy has very, very big power, and he's going up against a guy in Kyle Nelson who has been finished before in his UFC fights. He had a loss in the 3rd round to Billy Quarantillo where he got knocked out, and this power from Choi is unbearable here. I really don't see Kyle Nelson surviving the power coming back from Choi. And to top it off, Kyle Nelson is dropping to 145-pound weight class, which I do think is going to take away from his durability. So I do really like here Choi inside the distance at +110 on DraftKings. And another great promo that we have here going on is coming from our great sponsor in DraftKings. And for that promo, it is one of the best out there. It's depositing $5 on DraftKings, only $5, making that $5 bet, and you instantly get $200 in bonus bets. And that's basically making a bet on any market out there. And then with that $200, guess what? You can use it for this very UFC Vegas 68 card that I have bets for myself. And also, one other thing is you need to be 21 and over for most states. And also, if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER, or text it. On to my last pick of the night, and this is my favorite play of the night. And this is going to be Anshul Jubli versus Jeka Saragih. And this is the Road to UFC finals, where I really like the Jubli side at -115 on DraftKings currently. And Anshul Jubli came into his last fight in the Road to the UFC that many people don't know about, where he beat Kyung Pao Kim, who is a very respected, very talented fighter, who was the favorite to win it all. And he pulled off the upset there. Kyung Pao Kim is known to have gone the distance with Arman Tsarukyan, who's one of the top fighters in the UFC currently in the 155-pound division. And Anshul Jubli just went in there. He outstruck this guy for 15 minutes, won a split decision, which was very, very impressive. And to top it off, the guy was fighting with a broken toe and a torn MCL, all while fighting for 15 minutes, upsetting a very big prospect in Kim. And on the other side, in Jeka Saragih, he has won 2 straight in the Road to UFC against opponents that I believe were mediocre at best. And I think he's at a big size disadvantage here. He's at a skill disadvantage here. The one thing that Jeka does have is power, and you could see he has many finishes. But I think the size of the disadvantage, the skill disadvantage, is all going to be way too much for him to overcome here. So I do like, my favorite play of the night is Jubli, money line at -115 on DraftKings. Go get it. I really like this play. Quick recap of last week. We went 2-1. We lost our dog of the day in Munir Lazaz, but we came back and won our prop of the day in Jalton Almeida at +200. And my favorite play of the day, which was the McKinney Bonfim under 1.5 that both hit. So profitable day, very good day in the MMA streets. And we will move on to this week for UFC Vegas 68. Thank you. Make sure on the way out, like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next week.